Sunday best.
Yes, we're back with another helping of our brand new show. Me and my dad here every Sunday hanging out with some great guests, playing a fun set of games as well to spark a little bit of friendly family rivalry.
Now with us today is the platinum-selling singer-songwriter who smashed the charts again and again. It's only the brilliant Anne-Marie.
Yes. And here on my side is someone I know pretty well from living with him for nearly a month in the middle of the jungle. It's Myles Stephenson.
And our third guest today is joining us virtually. Live from her home is the Welsh angel herself, one of the most successful classical stars of all time, and obviously the most prettiest, right? It's Katherine Jenkins, OBE.
Hello. Right, now if you've just joined us or you've been here before, you'll know that we also have access to the elusive clown. It is here to provide us with some inspiration and games throughout the show. Anne-Marie, we're going to start by talking to yourself because you are no stranger at making the catchiest pop tunes ever. Birthday, Ciao Adios, 2002, but you've got a brand new one. You've done this all throughout lockdown as well. You've had the album ready to go, I know. So this must be a little bit of a relief to get it out there. So talk to me about the brand new song.
Well, to be young, this kind of describes it very well. But I wanted to have a song that really just released the stress of, you know, like when people go up to you as a young person, they go, what do you want to be when you're older?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Who are you going to be? Like, and you're just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's almost come like a massive pressure for kids to know what they want in life.
Yeah.
And I just thought, do you know what? I need a song to say it's okay to be young and be messy and, you know, enjoy that young time of your life, and then you can think about that later. So it's kind of about that.
Oh, that's a really nice message.
Yeah, for sure. And you've got one of the biggest artists of 2020, someone who has absolutely smashed it throughout this whole lockdown process through TikTok, Doja Cat.
Yeah.
How did Doja Cat end up on your record?
So basically, she heard the song. I think the producer who produced it showed it to her, and she was like, I want to be on it. So I was like, sweet. Go on then. No, she literally went home, next day went in the studio, wrote her verse, and I played it in the car, and I just had goosebumps all over me. I just think she's amazing. So yeah, I'm really happy.
So good. So good. Now, the music video, you filmed it at home.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, it looks like carnage. It looked a lot of fun. Before you get into it, let's take a look.
I'll tell you what, I think that looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've seen a few of these where people are saying we made the video at home, but that is class, isn't it?
How did you find it?
Do you know what? I was so excited because obviously at video shoots you have so many people there normally, and you have like a stylist and a hair person, makeup, and I always get really stressed about that kind of stuff because constant makeup and hair, and it's all decided.
Yeah.
So when they said about doing this at home, I was like, yes, I'm going to go mental. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I was so excited about it. And then the first day I did the shooting, I was like, no, I'm done. It was so hard. I had to set everything up myself. Oh, poor me. I was like, this is too much. I loved it, but I now even more so appreciate the people behind the scenes when it comes to music videos.
So this single is from your up-and-coming album, right?
Yes.
So tell us about that. When's it out?
Oh, God, you tell me. I don't know, because, you know, lockdown's changed a lot of the music industry, and I was supposed to have a tour and the album this year, so who knows if it still comes out this year or not.
But talking of lockdown, right, so a lot of people suffered from isolation, right? Rightly so, but you cured yours by buying houseplants. What is going on? It's not very rock and roll, is it?
Well, I'm a very obsessive person, so like when I like something, I go to like the ends of the world for it. So I bought my first plant, fell in love with it, and then couldn't stop. So it's the same with everything.
How many?
I think I have 30 now, but the problem...
30?
Listen, the problem is, I have a problem because obviously I'm thinking I'm going to spread those out throughout my whole flat, right? And then I realised the only place that gets really good light is the living room, so now
they're all in
the living room.
Myles, what about you? You got any houseplants?
Dad, I can't say I have, but I might have to borrow some of yours.
Yeah, please. Anyone want it?
You start shifting some units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Well, listen, one thing I know that you've definitely been doing during lockdown, and I know, Anne-Marie, you've started to try and do, is cooking. Now, go on, tell me, what is the best thing that you've made in lockdown?
I tried to do some cauliflower, you know, like wings.
Yeah.
Because I'm a veggie, so
Yeah.
I can't eat the meat. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I do it to all the instructions and everything, and I follow someone on YouTube, but it just never seems to work.
Yeah.
But I do get distracted a lot. So I think if I just put my mind to it, I'll be able to be a chef.
I mean, for everyone that has been cooking in isolation, it is a ramble for the cupboard.
Yep.
What would be your number one tip for anyone that has struggled and just wants to be able to cook something nice?
Oh gosh, you could look. At the end of the day, you can make use of anything that's in your cupboard. For instance, if you don't have tinned tomatoes, for example, but you have a tube of tomato puree,
Yeah.
right? You just take the tomato puree, mix it with water.
Yeah.
You basically have a stock there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's about exploring with different foods. And
You make it sound easy though, mate.
Like,
Because if I mix tomato puree with water, I've got a science experiment in front of me.
Yeah. But listen, you've been doing something to keep your weight down as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Your football.
Yeah, I love football. I'm so glad it's back, I'm telling you. I just love it. I love watching it. I love playing it. I'm not sure if I'm that good anymore, but I love it.
Well, I was actually shocked because I didn't know you had this in you.
Oh, wow. Look. You were shocked? You're mugging me off.
I'm not. Honestly, I was low-key really shocked by this, and I'm really sad that you would want to play for Man United because I think there'd be a space for Arsenal. Very much
yeah,
so.
Maybe.
I mean, that's impressive. But for a lot of people that are watching this right now, I know you talk about it a lot because it's something you should definitely be proud of, your karate.
Yeah.
You've taught me some things in the past, and it's no joke. It really hurts. It really hurts. I thought it was a joke. So we had to film a video for Anne-Marie's YouTube channel once, and it was teaching karate moves. And I went down there going, oh, yeah, you know, let's just, yeah, oosh. Mate, I was floor.
Amazing.
Floor. Now, so go on, tell everyone what belt you are.
Black belt.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Second dad.
And how long have you been doing it for?
I started when I was 9 years old, and I'm 3 times world champion.
Nuts. Again. Absolutely fantastic. So nice having Anne-Marie with us today.
Yeah.
She's going to be here all morning, and Anne-Marie's new single, To Be Young, is out right now.
Time for a break, but stay with us because I'm going to ask Myles Stephenson about what the cameras didn't see when him and Roman were in I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah, you probably don't want to know that. And find out about Katherine Jenkins' new career starring in a movie opposite Johnny Depp. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Martin and Roman's Sunday Best.
Yeah, we're here every week to lift your Sunday mood. With us today is musician Anne-Marie and singer-turned-chef Myles Stephenson.
Shortly, Katherine Jenkins is going to be virtually dropping in to tell us how she celebrated turning the big 4-0.
And in just a moment, Anne-Marie and Myles are going to have to play along as my dad and I go head-to-head in a couple of games. But we're getting help from some wonderful families.
Now, on my side today, we've got the Whale family. They're from Shropshire. There's Dad Greg, Mum Vanessa, identical twins Joe and Jessie, and their younger sister Phoebe.
Oh, so nice to have you guys. And Joe, at just 10 years old, has landed himself an international book deal as a children's illustrator.
What?
10, and you thought karate was cool.
That is just amazing. Now listen, I heard that you're called Doodle Boy, right? From doing your drawings. But where did it all start? Mum, Dad, how did it get going?
Yeah, so Joe was coming home from school. He hadn't been getting much art at school, so he was a bit disappointed. So we booked him in a local art school. The teacher there noticed pretty quickly that he was pretty talented, and she posted one of his doodles on her Instagram. Then a local restaurant in Shrewsbury came forward and asked if Joe would doodle a wall for them, which he did.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Wow.
So you got your own Instagram, your YouTube channel, and you're an international book deal as an illustrator. I mean, you got to tell me more. What are you going to do when you grow up? You're going to run out of things.
Well, definitely not, because my mum and dad say I have to stop doing my bedroom walls, but I really want to carry on, so...
Yeah. But what's the biggest picture you've ever drawn?
Well, if you count walls, I've done an 8-foot by 8-foot wall at a restaurant called the Number 4, and I thought it was going to be like a small size, but when I turned up it was massive, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but when I finished I was really proud.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, are you going to draw a picture for us?
Oh yeah, I have literally, so...
What, you've done one?
Just show this up to you.
Loving that. Listen, enjoy yourself on the show today, won't you?
Oh, thank you so much for coming on today.
Yeah.
And over here on my side, put your hands together. We've got the Smiley family from South Lanarkshire in Scotland. That's Mum Caroline, Dad Gary, and their children Gary Jr. and Krista. I love a junior in a family.
I love it.
Gotta say it. Krista, you have become an internet sensation. You've written and filmed your very hugely popular videos. Anne-Marie, I know you're going to love this one. Take a look at this.
No.
Morning everybody. Welcome to Krista's Catch-Up, Day 74. Well, bet you're all wondering how things are going with my new fella, eh? Well, we met in the park the other day and we stayed there all day till it got dark. It's me, Bobby from Brigton. Isn't life wonderful when you're in love? Stay safe, be kind, keep smiling. Cool, Krista. Peace out.
I love that.
Wow.
Krista, how did the idea come about?
Well, it started, I wanted to keep in touch with my friends from school, and then everyone just started joining, and I just wanted to make people laugh, because lockdown is a bit rubbish, so I just brought some characters into it, and I just love making people smile, and that's how it all started.
Who's your favourite character? Tell me about some of them, because you've got, who's Winnie Faye Pollock?
Well, she's my first character that I've done, and then I've got our friend Agnes for Airdrie, and then there's Bobby for Brigton.
Now, you actually won a little bit of money, I understand. How much money was it that you won?
I won £1,000, but I donated half of it back to the NHS, and with the rest of it, I used it to buy a new laptop.
That is fantastic. Right, it is game time, but as myself and my dad are so competitive, we do actually need an independent adjudicator to decide the winner. Can't just be Mum, okay, because she lies. As the saying goes, Granny knows best, so let's welcome back our judge today. It's Grandma Maureen!
Lovely to have you back, Grandma Maureen. As well as having 3 children and 6 grandchildren, she's also a reverend. Now, did any of your friends see you on telly last time that you were on the show? Any of your congregation?
I had about 4 or 5 of them, and some have gone back to watch the replay.
It's time for some family competition.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, okay, so bring it on. Helping me win is Myles and my family. Anne-Marie, you've drawn the short straw. You're with my dad, sorry. Whale family as well. You are with my dad and Anne-Marie. So best of luck. We are going to be playing a game called That Don't Impression Me Much. See what we did? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and do an impression of a celebrity. Try being the strong word. All the families have to do is guess who it is. Now, we asked each of our families to make a homemade buzzer as well to play the game. So I want to test them right now. Smiley family, can we hear your buzzer, please?
Very good. And the Whale family, can we see yours? Have you got your buzzer? I see, you're going for the natural one.
There we go. OK, so the game is quick fire, so buzz in as quickly as you can. The family with the most correct answer will win, OK? And as Our granny judge will be keeping score. Grandma Maureen, you ready for this?
Ready to go.
Okay, ready, go.
Ro, you got your list of celebrities?
I think so.
Let's do it, Ro.
Hello, families.
Buzz in.
I thought you were absolutely...
Buzz in.
Family, come on. We got it.
Well, family.
Gary Barlow.
It is Gary Barlow. It is Gary Barlow.
I did not know that at all.
Oh, thanks, mate.
You got another one, Ro?
Yeah, all right. Okay, next one. This one's a little bit tough. Okay, so families, we can make our way through the forests and set up a little tent.
Well, family.
We got that.
Just went to the
definitely
Well
got that.
family. Go on.
Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. I'll tell you what, that Bear Grylls one, it's tough because he's always like this. He's always out of breath. I don't know why he's walking around. I don't know why Bear Grylls always like...
Make sure I families.
Does. Right, last one.
Oh, come on.
Here we go.
I don't need
Come on,
it.
guys. We've got this.
I'm not getting involved because I'm claustrophobic, Darren! Go on.
Gemma Collins.
It is Gemma Collins. We'll take the point. We'll take the
That was
point.
absolutely fantastic. Families, thank you so much. Maureen, over to you. Who was the winner?
Martin won.
Well done. Right, if your family fancies joining us on the show, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, you drop us an email with your name or contact number and why you'd like to be on the show.
Yeah, send your email to sundaybest@cactustv.co.uk. Now, listen, Myles, we all know you from your time at Raksu, and also we became best buds.
Yes.
Because we spent 3 weeks together in the Australian jungle. It's very scary, so it's so nice to see you again. But I understand that my dad wants to know more about it than I do.
Well, I just want to know, you spent 20 nights in the jungle with Roman. What was he like?
Well, I mean, hats off to you, honestly. Hats off to you. You've done 20-odd years, so... I mean, 20 nights for me it was a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think we built such a bond from day one, from the day we had to walk out on a, 350-foot skyscraper.
Yeah, horrible.
That was the worst thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the worst thing.
That was the worst
Out
thing.
of everything.
Yeah.
That was the scariest thing.
Yeah.
Because it was so windy that day that I can't even tell you. And the worst thing about it, right, because if you everyone knows that first, trial that they do on I'm a Celebrity, and you walk out onto the, the planks and you're stepping down. Myles is good at everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything, right?
I did clock that.
I was so scared. So scared, right? And so I'm on there like this, right? And he's going, "You good? Yeah, cool, yeah, okay, ready?" I'm like, yeah. And anyway, so we go, and it was a time thing. And the only thing that made me go was because we were wearing these helmets, and I could just see Myles's hair poking out the side. So as I'm walking, I'm just seeing this thing, and I go, "Oh, go!" But yeah.
But you took it into the jungle. You took, as your luxury item, you took a camera.
Yes.
Right? What happened to the pictures? Because we never saw them in there.
We were, both of us, he was just as annoyed as me when it came to them pictures, because I brought them in just because there's pictures, they're memories that you can't ever get from if you watch the TV show back or whatever. You can't get them moments back. And yeah, the photos were just wrecked. Honestly, the camera, it was a dud. Honestly, this camera was terrible.
We've actually got a couple of the pictures. Now,
You can't see them.
There's you and I. I mean, who else we got? We've got Andy Wyman in there. We've got Caitlyn Jenner, Kate Garraway at the top as well. I think this is like a kind of group photo. I think you can just see Cliff Parisi falling asleep. That is Cliff Parisi falling asleep. But yeah, I mean...
I like the pole at the bottom right.
Yeah, so we were talking about this earlier on. So see that thing in the bottom right-hand corner, right, Anne-Marie? So that is actually a tree that was in there, and every single day, Myles, James Haskell and myself, we would be talking about different foods that we couldn't wait to eat. So Myles thought, as soon as we get out of here, we have to eat every single food. So you started listing them down.
Yeah.
How many did you end up with? What was on there again?
There was garlic ciabatta, there was buffalo wings, there was homemade pizza, there was tortellini.
It went on.
There was everything. There was literally everything. And the day I came out of the jungle, obviously you do like an after filming bit when you get back to the hotel. get into my room and all of that food have you seen the clip where I'm like whispering to myself?
They did it, yeah.
And all of that food is there.
Yeah, how
honestly,
amazing.
Couldn't eat it.
But listen, you in the jungle, you became really close to Kate Garraway.
Yes.
And
yes.
You become close to her family as well, all of them. And I just want to say, you know, when you do speak to her next, just send her our love because we think of her every day.
Yeah,
thank you,
of course.
appreciate it.
And I understand that you're talking to her about doing something special for her kids as well.
Yeah, so I played Fortnite with Bill the other day.
Yeah.
Bill, bless him. He oh wow, it's making me quite emotional. He asked Kate the other day. He was like, "Oh, Myles is on Fortnite. Can I play Fortnite with him?" So Kate's messaged me. And like, really sorry, you don't actually get.
Yeah.
Really,
so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But Billy really wants to play Fortnite with you. Can you play with him? Sat there for 2 hours playing Fortnite with him, and you know, that's the least I can do. That's the least I can do.
Hey, well, listen, it's lovely to see, you know, her back at work and you know, our thoughts are with them constantly. But anyway, listen, Myles, thank you so much for being here today. We do have to take a break. We're going to chat more to Myles when we come back, plus give you some ideas of what to watch on TV and online for some very good home entertainment. We'll see you in a few minutes.
See ya.
To Martin and Roman's Sunday Best. Name that, as it's pretty much the best way to start your Sunday.
Singer Anne-Marie and Rose Jungle campmate Myles Stephenson are with us, and shortly Katherine Jenkins is going to be floating in from the clouds.
Yeah, it's quite apt for her to be floating in from a cloud, isn't it? Very angelic. Before the break, we were talking to Myles about his latest music, because before I get there, I want to talk about this, because in the jungle you were the chef. You were Chef Myles. I've never seen anyone cook a crocodile hand like that in my life.
No, it was a foot, was it? Crocodile foot?
Well, their hands and feet are the same thing, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right. but now it was competition time, and you've made your way onto Celebrity MasterChef. I want to take a look at a clip. Let's see. How did you find it? Was it proper pressure?
Do you know what? I always said it's not as hard as in the jungle.
Yeah.
No way. Like that was in there in MasterChef. It was kind of easy.
Yeah.
But it was nice to get constructive criticism from obviously John and Greg.
Yeah.
But yeah, it weren't as hard as the jungle.
Mate, well listen, I want to talk about the music as well.
Yep.
And specifically because obviously, you know, we know and love you from Raksu, which is where it all began for you.
Yep.
But you recently teamed up with the lads and you did a song for the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yep.
Now, what did this song kind of mean to you?
Well, obviously, me being a mixed race person, growing up throughout my childhood, I've experienced racism my whole life.
Yeah.
To the point where I've been chased out of towns around my area just because of the colour of my skin or the people that I'm with.
Yeah.
So for me and the rest of the boys, the rest of Raksu, I think it was only right that we spoke about our experience with it and how we feel, you know, and how we feel about obviously what's going on with regards to George Floyd and this racism isn't a new thing. Systemic racism is not a new thing. It's been happening for hundreds and hundreds of years. Yeah. And I think because of the people we are and the platform that we have, I think it's only right that we spread the word. We keep on putting it down people's throats, putting it in the back of their minds, keep on doing it because that's the only way we're going to see progression with this. If the only way to eradicate it is for people to keep on talking about it.
Yeah.
So that's what we wanted to do with Who Am I?
Yeah.
Ashley came to me with the idea and I produced, mixed and mastered it. And obviously we all wrote our piece on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you mentioned there, it's called Who Am I? It's extremely powerful. Let's take a watch.
I raise my hand high and my fist clenched tight. Black lives matter, man, I said it all night. If we eat the same, breathe the same, see the same too. Walk the same, talk the same, read the same news. If we speak the same, preach the same, dream the same too. Why don't I get treated like you?
Break me down till I'm on my knees. Lynch me long till I can't breathe. You pretend like you can't see. Roofs are different for you and me. Break me down. You break me. Lynch me long. You lynch me. You pretend like you can't see. Roofs are different for you and me.
Sadly, like a lot of bands, you know, you two got postponed. Where can people see you perform now?
Well, we're in the talks of doing something virtual potentially at the moment. Obviously, we're still releasing music like yourselves. You're just putting it up onto streaming platforms. But our tour is currently postponed to February 2021. So hopefully we'll
Fingers
be back
crossed.
then.
Yeah, we'll be back on stage. Myles, something that kind of, before, I guess, coronavirus that kicked off, you had a huge accident. Yeah. A very, very scary moment. And I understand it was touch and go at some points. Now speak to me. What exactly happened?
I was skiing in Andorra. Snowboarding in Andorra. I've been freestyling for 14 years now. Went over a large jump, landed the jump. There was people at the bottom that shouldn't have been there. Had to brake quite hard and ended up landing on my neck, breaking my ribs, puncturing my lung, rupturing my spleen, 16 centimetres. Had 1,500 millilitres of blood in my left lung. Yeah. 30% of it was gone, so...
Yeah. Wow, that sounds... I'll tell you what, I reckon Andorra have got something against pop stars. Because when I was there, right, I went down the slope, come off badly, and ended up with a pin put through my shoulder. No. See the scar there?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
See that scar? It goes right round.
I'm not going there.
Gosh.
I'm not going there.
Nah,
yeah, don't go to Andorra if you're a pop star.
Do your button up,
no, keep it on done. People love it.
Myles, listen, it's been so nice talking to you today.
Thank you.
Yeah. But we're not the only ones with the questions for you, because the Waleses have got a question for you as well.
Yes.
Who is the biggest celebrity that has been in your DM?
Oh, he's slipping in there.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Is that the end of the show, is it?
Yeah. Might be the end of the series.
Wow. I think I'm going to have to plead the Fifth Amendment. I'm going to have to plead the Fifth.
All I'll tell you is that for a very long time, Myles spent 3 weeks with Caitlyn Jenner trying to convince Caitlyn that he could take her for a pasta meal. But I actually think that Caitlyn basically just wanted Myles as a personal chef. Yeah. Kendall's I think the closest thing we can get to. Yeah, I think so.
Good question though.
I plead the Fifth.
Yeah.
Plead the Fifth.
And whilst we're asking questions, Anne-Marie, the Smiley family have a little question for you.
We love your single birthday, and we just wanted to know what was the worst birthday you ever had?
Oh, I had I think my 21st birthday, my boyfriend actually dumped me on my birthday.
No!
So that was pretty rubbish.
On your 21st?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like it was coming, but he could have waited a day.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But I love, but birthdays are my favourite things ever. So the good ones that I've had since then have removed
Wiped them away.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Well, a little bit.
I think we need to cheer everyone up now.
I think we better move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the cloud isn't just full of games, it's also full of ideas to keep us entertained at home.
Yeah, so if your boyfriend breaks up with you on your birthday, you can just stay in and watch something. So let's find out what we should be watching in our best picks. So in our best picks, we'll start with a brilliant series. This was everywhere, okay? And it's back on BritBox. Quiz. It tells the brilliant story of the coughing major on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You will have seen this story. Michael Sheen doing a fantastic impression of Chris Tarrant as well. I mean, take a look.
I love that.
It is good. I think the Chris Tarrant impression there is so good.
Yeah.
You gel?
Yeah, a little bit. I can only get like the letters. So A, B.
My one is a treat for all the family. It's Frozen 2 on Disney+.
I know.
All the way through that, Anne-Marie's sitting there going,
Yeah.
And it is that movie though, isn't it? It's one of those.
Well, listen, if you want more movies to cuddle up to and you fancy a little bit of a date night out of the house, Mum's telling me to read this one.
Listen, I know I'm already going.
Yeah, right. Luna Drive-In Cinema, open across various locations in England, running until the end of July, showing loads of classics, Dirty Dancing, Jurassic Park, Romeo and Juliet, Back to the Future, many more, as well as sing-along versions, Anne-Marie, of Grease and Rocket Man. Get your tickets online. Myles, what have you been watching? What can you recommend, peeps?
Cheer.
Cheer, yes. Tell me about Cheer.
Cheer is unbelievable. Basically, it's a long series about a college and basically the cheer team of this college. And they do a competition, like a yearly competition.
Yeah. They take on the national championship.
The national championship, and it's basically their journey of how they prepare, how militant it is being a cheerleader. Obviously, when you think of cheerleaders, it's just pom-poms and people just jumping up and down.
Yeah.
This stuff looks seriously hard.
Is it drama or is it reality?
It's reality. It's a documentary.
Reality.
It's like, have you ever seen Dance Mums?
Yeah, of course.
It's like Dance Mums times 10.
Yeah.
Like, it's super intense.
I like that
It got cancelled this year. It got, obviously, because of the virus, the championship was cancelled.
got cancelled. Yeah.
I love that stuff. Anne-Marie, have you got a recommendation?
Oh, I've been watching so much. I would recommend Dead to Me.
Oh, superb.
Sounds
Again, really
pretty-
positive today. Yeah.
It sounds really gruesome, and to be honest, little bits of it are a little bit gruesome. But I didn't expect anything of it, and I couldn't stop. I watched the full 2 series, and they just announced the 3rd and final one. So I'm pretty sad about that, but I'm excited.
Yeah, but you know what's good about that is because if it's on its 3rd series, it means you've got a whole bunch of hours that you can just waste.
It is so good. It is wicked. Hopefully that is your entertainment sorted. And stick around, because after the break, Katherine Jenkins is dropping in from the cloud to tell us how she's celebrating the best songs from the big screen. Plus, we're going to go head-to-head in one final game. We will see you in a second. Sunday best. Now, we have sacrificed our lion so you can stay in and relax with us.
Anne-Marie, Myles, Stephenson with us all morning.
Yeah, but now it is time to welcome our final guest of the day. We are so happy to welcome the most successful classical singer in UK chart history with 14 albums. It's Katherine Jenkins. Katherine, your 14th album, Cinema Paradiso. Now, did you ever dream that you would make 14 consecutively successful albums?
I never imagined I would make 14 albums. I mean, it's literally, of course I, remember each one, but it just feels like yesterday when they offered me the record deal. And I remember my mum and I not telling anybody when I signed the record contract. So I was 23, and we just felt like it was going to get taken away. So my mum said, "Things like this don't happen to people from Neath, Katherine." And we just kind of didn't tell anybody until the album came out. So no, I can't actually believe all of this has happened.
So it was a chance to sing some of your favourite film songs, right? So I think we've got a clip, haven't we, of you singing When You Wish Upon a Star. You've got to watch this, it's just beautiful.
If your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do.
What other songs are on the album?
Well, I wanted to do a sort of album of iconic film pieces. So as soon as you heard the music, you were like, I know what that's from. So it was, Moon River from Breakfast at Tiffany's, May It Be from Lord of the Rings,
Wonderful.
Singing in the Rain, West Side Story, the music from A Star Is Born. And I love film music. So it was just a really lovely album to make. And little did I know when I made the album that we would all be so heavily relying on film to kind of get us through and give us some escapism. So it's kind of an extension of all of that.
Yeah.
And you've got a duet as well with Luke Evans. I mean, what was that like? Two Welsh superstars getting down on it?
Supergroup.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good to sing with him. I loved seeing his album do so well last year. So we did a Welsh power duet of Tonight from West Side Story, but it's really confused my 4-year-old daughter because she can't understand why Mummy is singing with Gaston when Gaston is a meme.
Well,
So,
listen,
she loves Beauty and the Beast.
Katherine, I mean, talking of both Beauty and the Beast as well, I've got to talk about it. The Masked Singer, there are a couple of beasts in that. I love that show, right? It's mental. I absolutely love it. I mean, what was it like, partaking in something like that?
It was totally bonkers. I was sort of inspired to do it by my children because, you know, when I sing in foreign languages with an orchestra, it's quite hard for them to understand. And I thought, well, my daughter loves Blue Planet. I know I'm going to be a pink and purple octopus. And I'm going to make she loves. But of course, it was just the most surreal experience, one I'll never forget.
How long did it take to get into the costume? Was it a long time?
It wasn't even so much as to get in the costume. I had to sort of physically climb underneath it. It took about 4 or 5 people to hold the different parts. And about halfway through the series, they decided that they could see that it was actually causing me massive back pain because it was so heavy. That one day I came in to sing and they said, oh, we put it on wheels to save your back. So then suddenly I was like a singing Dalek.
Well, listen, I mean, it looked great, but I mean, is it true? We had Joel Dommett on the show a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying that some of the contestants would walk around with their masks on with a sign that literally says, don't talk to me. I mean, did you...
hoodies that said, don't talk to me.
It's hoodie that says, don't talk to me.
Yeah, I've still got it. It's actually quite useful.
So didn't you know who the other contestants were?
No, it was kind of a lonely show to do in that respect, because normally, you know, you're sort of backstage, you see people you know you've worked with before, but it was kind of weird because every time we stepped out of our dressing room, we had to be fully, you know, have the visor on, have the gloves on, have the hoodies on, so you didn't get to interact with anybody, and we could only really guess, like everybody at home, who was next door warming up.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Katherine, a 14th album clearly wasn't enough for you. You're still working. I mean, there's a movie coming out with you and a co-star who goes by the name of, what was his name? He's a new actor.
No, I can't remember.
Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp?
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Depp.
Yeah, something like that.
What is it? I talk about getting thrown in the deep end.
Yeah, so a movie with Johnny Depp. I mean, what can you tell me?
I'm so happy to have done it. It's an amazing true story about a fishing village in Japan that was being poisoned. And Johnny Depp plays a war photographer who kind of goes in and breaks the story to the rest of the world. But yeah, my first few scenes were literally Johnny Depp and Bill Nighy, and I really don't count myself as an actress, so it was quite daunting, but so happy to have done it. And my husband directed the film, so he talked me into doing it, and I said to him, these are the only days of your life you're actually allowed to boss me around.
Oh, listen, it sounds amazing. But tell me, was it a musical or is it just a straight drama?
No, it's a straight drama, true story, kind of a bit of a thriller. And it was just amazing to do something, you know, so different to what I do every day. I love the experience. And I got to sing on the soundtrack. So the soundtrack's been written by Ryuichi Sakamoto, who won the Oscar for The Last Emperor. So I got to work with him as well. So the musical side of things was also really, really exciting.
Unreal. Well, listen, we've been watching you a lot. Obviously, you've been doing concerts on Facebook Live as well every Saturday. Now, there was a really special kind of reason behind this as to how many concerts you did, isn't that right?
Well, I started off in the beginning and just wanting to sing to people like my mum who was shielding before the lockdown, and I knew that she'd be on her own. And so I said to my husband, I think I'm going to keep everybody company, anybody who fancies it, on Facebook tonight. And he said, yeah, you should do that. We had no idea that we'd have between 300 and 500,000 people watching that week. And I made a promise, not knowing what was ahead, but I said, look, I will sing for you every Saturday night of lockdown. And we did 16 straight weeks with my husband and the sound guy and my children dancing around in the background.
Anne-Marie, did you ever do concerts online?
Yeah, I did a couple, but not that many. Not as many as her.
Oh,
but I have been doing like quizzes on Zoom with my friends, and I have like a strict schedule.
Yeah.
Every day, so we've got like bingo on Monday. I'm being serious. It helps us out so much. But like we have like Teach Me Fridays, so we came in and we taught each other stuff that
That's good. I like that.
It was
show
fun.
and tell.
Yes,
bit of show and tell.
Well, listen, we absolutely love seeing you up on Facebook Live, seeing you to go through those concerts, and they were fabulous. But there was a big moment in your life recently. My dad has surpassed this, so he can tell you more about it. Dad, what was it?
No, it's passing the big 4-0, right? Which is only a number.
I'm officially old now. I'm officially old.
No, you only look 29. You do.
I would have said 26, you say.
Did you get anything interesting, any good presents, anything exciting in the mail or anything?
Well, I mean, I got loads of cards. I got literally 2 sacks of cards from the postman. And I did think it was really sweet that one lovely old gentleman sent me £20.
Oh, that's sick. love that.
Because they'd go and buy yourself something nice for your birthday. But,
Round of applause for him.
Thanks so much for joining us, Katherine. And Katherine's brand new album, Cinema Paradiso, is out now. Okay, our final game today is called Head in the Clouds. Yes. Yeah, okay, so the cloud has magically morphed 2 famous faces together. Our job is to guess whose faces they are, and for a bonus point, guys, which one of you they link to.
And Grandma Maureen, you're going to be keeping the score, so are you with us?
Yes, I am ready.
Yes, ready, right. Cloud, please reveal the first photo.
Who the?
Go on.
No.
Go on.
I know it.
Go on, both, yeah?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, say it.
Simon Cowell
Yeah.
and Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah.
And why do they relate to you?
X Factor.
Yeah! Boom! Let's take a look. Bang!
Very good.
Very good.
All right, I'm leaning forward.
Let's move on to the next picture, please.
I know.
That was super quick.
Rochelle Wiseman. Oh, Rochelle Hume, sorry.
Yeah.
And Jessie J.
We'll go. Let's have a look. Have you got
Yes.
Well done. Why are they related to you?
Because we were in Whistle Down the Wind together when we were younger.
Really?
Yeah, the West End show.
So how old would you have been when you were in that?
I was 11.
What other shows did you do?
Les Miserables.
Did you?
I don't know how to say it properly. I say Les Mis.
Yeah.
Les Mis, what a
Yeah.
wonderful show that is.
Yeah.
How old were you in that when you were young in that?
I got it when I was 5, and my first performance was the day after my 6th birthday. And then I was in it again, and then I got in Whistle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
then
you
I
were
went into Cry.
So you were chaperoned as a kid doing your
Yeah.
schooling and all of that?
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Great way to
Right,
grow up.
okay, I think we've got another photo. Let's take a look. Be quick. That was quick again. Come on then.
Judy Love
Oh, yes.
and John Barnes.
Judy Love and John Barnes. Let's have a
It
look.
is John Barnes.
Well done. What's the connection?
That is so quick.
MasterChef.
Master Chef. Okay, very good. Right, time for our final one. So, Anne-Marie, it's your opportunity, if it relates to you, to get a draw in here. Here we go.
Come on, Emery.
That was super quick.
James Arthur and Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, it is James Arthur and Ed Sheeran. Let's
well
take a look.
done.
There it is.
Now, I think we know the score, but let's make it official. Grandma Maureen.
That game was a draw, but overall Martin won.
Fantastic. So that's your up for today. But if you fancy watching us all over again or you missed any of the show, you can catch up now on the ITV Hub.
Big thanks to our guests today. Let's hear it for Grandma Maureen, the Smiley family, Myles, Stephenson.
Thanks also to the Whale family.
Yes.
Anne-Marie. So great to have you here today.
Yeah, we're back next Sunday with James Bay and Phyllis Logan. Thanks so much for spending your morning with us. Bye. We'll see you then.
See you next
See you
week.
later.